And I can add other data like additional drop-down options to choose from. You can put anything you want here. So there are a set of additional questions and different formats available, but I won't use them. I might just take this and drag it to the top of the drop-down. I feel like I should write the name before it starts so that the name appears in the input field first. So here, each question is on its own screen. Each question is on its own screen. This is the name field, and I want to get the first name and last name from it. I can write full name here and the university ID since I'm collecting data. I can customize it as I like. So I'll keep the first name as full name. No one needs anything else from me. And here for the last name, I'll say it's the university ID. I feel that I write his name before he starts, so the name appears in the urination first. I mean, come on. Here, each question is approved on a separate screen. Each question is approved on a separate screen. This is the name, and I want to get the first name and last name from it. I can write his full name and university number here. I'm collecting data. I will customize it. I will set the first name here as full name. No one needs more. For the last name, it's the university ID. Here is full name and here the ID. Students enter their full name here and their ID. I made it full name so students write names like Muhammad Ali Abdel Tawab and enter their ID. All is good. I won't call it name anymore. I'll call it student data. This is customizable. I'm free to do it my way. All right, so here we have full name and here the ID. The student is supposed to enter their full name here and their ID. I played around with these fields. I made this one full name so the student can write their name, like Muhammad Ali Abdel Tawab, and enter their ID. Everything is good. I didn't just call it name anymore. I called it student data. This is an option I can customize as I like. Option. As you wish. You want to put a middle name as well and change it. You want to put a beginning. You want to put anything you want. These are the initial names. I can give him or Mukaila Muhammad, for example, or Ali Sahla 3 Harb, for example, Ali. Salim Ahmed, something like that. I say his name is Salasi, so I do the same. Here I give him, for example, an alternative data such as, so you're holding it like this. Let's see how the form looks to the student. It says name here, asking for Ali Salim Ahmed. Did you notice that? Please write your full name. If he stops at the ID, it shows the default number. So I'm telling him to write the number. This way I'm collecting data. The full name, which is 3 parts. He enters his name here and writes the number. Are you following this part? Then he can start answering. The first screen is the data screen. Look at how smooth the testing process is. If you leave fields empty, they show up as empty. The data is okay. So I'm collecting data from the student, full name of 3 parts. They will enter their name and here they write the number. This is also guidance for the student on how to proceed. Are you all following this part? Then they can mix it up and start answering as the first screen they see is the data screen. Just look at its appearance and navigation. Look at how beautiful it is, how nice it is, and how smooth the testing process is. You can go back on the timeline and review what you haven't done yet. If you leave all the fields empty, they will show up as empty. I could tell him Ali multiple times and then click next. Ali becomes highlighted in green as number 1. The data is okay. First of all, the data is good. All right, you can go back on the timeline to review what you haven't done yet. You can check all of this. If you leave everything empty, it will show up as empty. I could tell him Ali multiple times and then click next. Look, Ali is now highlighted in green as number 1. The data is okay. First, the data is good. But here, he is standing here at the questions and starts answering them. You open the question, it's not a problem. Open it because the matter is up to the student's mood. He returns here with me. In the exam instructions, whoever is not in a hurry enters and solves it. Therefore, he can do a substitution at the end after the last question. That is, if he answers his questions and he says a substitution here, is that okay? Of course, he didn't answer anything except the first question, but it is considered that here, it is supposed to be high. In his data, I need to refresh. It's in the table capacity. This table has 2 responses, 1 unknown and 1 Ali. Why is the other number unknown? I should have Ali's data. Where is the audience? I modified the form, but it wasn't accepted. Let's find Ali to track him. There are other data points he didn't answer. Ali answered a specific question for a score. I can see responses and track scores and see download options. There's one named Ali. Why is the other number unknown? Before I update, Ali's data is needed. He only wrote his info. Data isn't set yet. Modified the form, not accepted. Not sure why. Let's locate Ali. Can I track him? Other data points unanswered. Yes, Ali answered a specific question for a score below. Why analyze the targeted audience? I can count responses, track scores and download options. Download Excel and import into Blackboard if needed. Let's check it out. I can track him, right? Because here there are other data points he didn't answer many things. Yes, Ali, but he answered a specific question for which he gets a score, which is the one below. What's the benefit of analyzing the targeted audience? I can take a part of it and see how many responses I have. You can track your scores, and of course you can see the download options. This Excel file can be imported into Blackboard if you want to use Blackboard. You're going to download this Excel with the questions. All right, let's see how it looks. This is exactly how the questions come, from in even more detail. The world to the north. The leader of the question, the leader of the answer, the leader of the question, the leader of the answer. This is his way, this is his way. You should never definitely take it in Blackboard like this. In Blackboard, you absolutely have a question next to its answer. Let's see how you can indeed transform it in Blackboard. I wonder if I have it with me or not. If I have it, I'll show you how the questions come from Blackboard. Let me see. Where's the exam? Where's the exam? Learning indicators, the quiz. University training, the university, the exam, the tests. The tests. The final heart of the questions. Yes, like that. Look at how Blackboard takes your questions. Is this question for you? Is this for you? Is the question type true or false? For multiple choice, specify the question type, then put the question and answer in 2 columns, indicating true or false. Indicate if the answer is correct or incorrect. Understand how it works and connect it. Refer back in the video. Blackboard accepts this format. Clear? Import Excel like this and it will be accepted, not otherwise. Convert columns to rows. Blackboard doesn't accept all answers together. Each answer needs a separate field with true next to the correct one as shown. These are the questions for Blackboard. If continuing with Blackboard and not using the application, link the quiz without saving. Upload the Excel sheet, adjust, and import into Blackboard. Is that clear? Import Excel like this and it will be accepted, otherwise it won't. Convert columns to rows. Blackboard needs separate fields for each answer with true next to the correct one. These are the questions for Blackboard. If you continue with Blackboard and don't want to use the application, don't save it. I'm uploading, adjusting, and importing the Excel sheet into Blackboard. Is that clear? I showed you Blackboard and there's nothing to worry about. I can create and import Excel tests into Blackboard. This is a gift from me to you. It's easy but requires time and effort in Excel. That's why I insisted on horizontal question placement in our electronic testing project. If you continue with Blackboard and want to link the quiz without using the app, just don't save it. I showed you Blackboard, nothing to worry about. Can I create Excel tests and import them into Blackboard? Yes, it's a gift for you. It's easy, but needs time, effort, and proper Excel work. I insisted on horizontal questions in an electronic testing project. They resisted, saying vertical is easier, but I insisted on horizontal for Blackboard compatibility. I stuck to my point. As a consultant, I must say what's right. Is that clear? Excel tests can be created and imported into Blackboard. It's easy, but needs time, effort, and proper Excel work. We had an electronic testing project, and I insisted questions be horizontal. I faced resistance. They said vertical is easier, but I disagreed because horizontal is correct for Blackboard compatibility. I stuck to my point. As a consultant, I must say what's right. But if you prefer your way, go ahead. If you want vertical, do it. If you want different, do it. They said do it vertically. I disagreed. Horizontal is correct for Blackboard. Do it your way. Will Blackboard accept vertical questions? If jumbled, say thanks, but it's not useful. It must be in my format, or it won't work. That's my advice. But you can do it however you like. If you want to do it vertically, go ahead. If you want to do it differently, do it. However, the questions coming from the Google form are vertical. Do they get accepted in Blackboard or not? If anyone tells you to work with the question under its answer, just thank them and say you don't want that. Or the questions could be arranged with each question next to its answer, all jumbled together in the rows. Just tell them, this is not helpful. I don't want this. It has to be in the format I showed you, or else it won't work. All right? So that's my advice to you.